Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvighna Kuru Me Deva Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Gurave Sarvalokanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Nidhaye Sarvavidyanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavat Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Sakshat Krutam Dayanandam Paramarthasvarupinam Tattvajnana Prashastaram Pranatosmi Param Padam Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidyacharya Nachiketase Cha. This is the prayer of Kaṭhopaniṣat. At the beginning of the Bhashyam, Bhagavad he offers his prayer to the teacher and the student. The teacher is not the ordinary teacher, he is Brahma Vidya Acharya and he happens to be Mrityu. So offers his salutations to Mrityu as well as the student who is Nachiketas. With that prayer only he starts writing his commentary. Om Namo Bhagavate. Bhagavate is Bhagavan, Parameshwara, Ishvara. Vaivasvataya. Vaivasvata is a son of Vivasvan. Mrityave, Mrityu. Mrityu is death, the Lord of death. Brahma Vidya Acharya. Vidya is knowledge. The knowledge of Brahma, that is Ishvara. Knowledge of Brahma, the one who teaches, Acharya, the teacher of the knowledge of Brahma, that is Brahma Vidya Charyaya Nachiketase. So Bhagavate Vaivasvataya Mrityave Brahma Vidya Charyaya Nachiketase. Nachiketase is the student. So offering his salutation both to the teacher as well as the student. So it is a prayer, prarthana, shloka. You can say shloka or it is in the form of a sentence written by Bhagavad Pada in his introduction to Kaṭhopaniṣat Bhashyam. In the last class, we have seen that Manushya Janma is a prasada. Prasada means gift. Manushya Janma is a gift given by Bhagavan. Why? Because only human beings have this buddhi and the free will. Therefore, he can use his buddhi and the faculty of choice to choose what he wants to do. A lot of things could be done, but the choice is with the human being. So, therefore, that's a great privilege. And therefore, every day when we get up in the morning, we should thank God for having given this Manushya Janma. And also, we should pray that this Janma should bring all the opportunities to the path of moksha. That moksha, choosing moksha, that is my choice. That use the buddhi and appropriately use the free will to choose moksha. That is itself is a great blessing. That is why we say Manushyatvam Mumukshutvam. Having the status of a human being in one is one thing, and Mumukshutvam is another big thing. And therefore, to choose moksha, the person should use his free will and buddhi to choose what he wants. And what he wants is moksha, then it means he has appropriately used his buddhi and the free will. Unless you have value for moksha, you cannot appreciate the Vedanta and the Vedic tradition. Therefore, moksha is the Parama Purushartha. It is the ultimate goal of all the human beings. And if one has chosen that, it means it's a blessing, it's a grace, it's a grace of Bhagavan. And that too, if one has come to Vedanta and the Vedic tradition, it's another great blessing. You may have desire for moksha, but you can land up in some other tradition which has some idea that may not be correct. This is important thing. That is, every religion or every schools of thought, if you see, they have different idea about moksha. In fact, moksha is not clear for many people. Moksha means freedom. The general translation of moksha is freedom. But what is freedom? What is freedom is really not correctly understood by many people. Only few people understand what it is. Any religion or any school of thought, they must talk about the six things. They must talk about the six important topics. Can you see the screen? What I'm sharing? I hope you can. The PowerPoint
Yes,
the PowerPoint
Jay.
comes one after the other.
Yeah.
If it disappears, you please tell me. So
Now it is gone.
no, I didn't do anything.
Now it's Word document, Sharanji.
Okay.
We have the unless you have value for moksha, one cannot appreciate.
Okay.
That's what we have.
I will show you that PowerPoint now. 1 minute.
Yeah, that flashed and went away.
Okay. You see it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Ishvara the Lord. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So these are the six topics any religion or any school of thought must talk about. The first one is Ishvara. Ishvara is literally means the Lord, the Bhagavan, the Srishtikarta, the creator. The creator of what? The creator of this, the universe, this Jagat. So the creator, God is there. The creator is there, and therefore the creation. How can we understand that the creator is there? You can say this universe has just come into the existence by chance. No, it cannot be, because there is the order in the creation. There is order in the creation. You see the universe, there is an order. The whole universe is made of 5 elements, and these 5 elements, they are in the appropriate proportion. And these 5 elements, like water, air, all these are important for the survival of the living beings. And even if you take your own body, the whole body is this intelligently, it is put together. The body is an assemblage of so many parts, starting from head up to toe. So it is intelligently put together. The eyes are located at a proper place, the nose at a proper place, the mouth. So everything, your legs are not above your shoulder. So it is at the appropriate place. It means there is some intelligence behind the creation. And therefore, we say the creator must be there. The creator, Ishvara, can be inferred from the creation. The creator can be inferred from the creation. So, therefore, seeing the intelligence behind the creation, we can infer that the creator is there. And I am, as a human being, as an individual being, I am a jiva created by Ishvara. Ishvara is all knowledge, all intelligence, because he is the Srishtikarta of the whole universe. And I am an individual being, a part of the creation, having limited knowledge, having limited power, having limited intelligence. Therefore, I am limited in many aspects, and I am a part of the creation. So Ishvara must be talked about, then Jiva also must be talked about. Because with reference to Jiva, Ishvara is there. Jiva is created, and therefore the creator must be there, Ishvara. Similarly, with reference to Jagat also. Jagat means the whole universe. What is created? The whole physical universe, and in the physical body also. Everything comes under Jagat only. The etymological word of Jagat is very interesting. Jagat is that which constantly changes, which keeps on changing, that is called Jagat. Jagat can be translated as creation or the universe. Gacchati gacchati iti Jagat. That which keeps on changing, that is the Jagat. So Jagat is there, and Jagat, in the Jagat also we see all the things are intelligently put together. Therefore, we can infer that Ishvara must be there. So with reference to Jagat, Ishvara is there. With reference to Jiva, Ishvara is there. So Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat, these three things should be talked about by any school of thoughts, schools of thought. And as a Jiva, I am limited. I am limited in terms of time, in terms of place, in terms of other objects. I'm limited in terms of power, in terms of knowledge. In terms of time, when I say if I'm located in a particular place, it means I'm confined to a particular time and a particular place. And when I say I am there, with reference to me, and there are so many things are there. So I am the subject, and everything around me are the object. So I feel limited. and I feel incomplete, and I am being managed by the objects of the Jagat. So this limitation, this sense of limitation, that is called bandha. This sense of limitation with reference to the identification with your body, mind, sense complex, that is bandha. With reference to body, mind, senses, I feel I am limited. I am confined only to the outer periphery of this body, mind, senses. So, therefore, the sense of limitation which which causes this bandha. And when I feel I am bound, and therefore there is a natural urge to become free, natural urge to become unlimited, to become complete. So therefore, moksha should be talked about. So bandha is there, and therefore moksha also should be there. Moksha should be talked about. If moksha is there, then what are the means of moksha? How do I get moksha? So moksha sadhanani also should be talked about. The means of attaining moksha. So these things, 6 things are very important for any religion or schools of thought. They should cover these 6 things: Ishvara, Jiva, Jagat, Bandha, Moksha, Sadhanani. Unless if any schools of thought, so if it doesn't cover, then it cannot be accepted as a valid school or valid philosophy. And this 6 things, they are presented, if not systematically, but it is presented in Vedanta. The problem with, as a human being, what we have is the bandha, and therefore moksha is important, and for that moksha sadhanam is important. Shastra prescribes that. What is the reason for bandha? What is the reason for bandha? The sense of limitation. The sense of limitation. Physically, I feel I am limited. Nothing can be done with reference to the physical limitation. We have limited body, we have limited mind, limited senses. Within that periphery, we have to operate. That is part of the creation of Bhagavan. So nothing can be done with reference to that. But I feel limited, I feel small, I feel incomplete, and I don't know how to connect with Ishvara, how to connect with Jagat. I feel totally separate from the creator, from the creation. Therefore, there is a sense of limitation. And this sense of limitation, which is the cause for bondage, it makes me, it takes me for a ride. Really speaking, this sense of limitation, which is the cause for bandha, it takes me for a limitation. How? In the last class, we have seen the 4 purushartha: dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. So what are these dharma, artha, kama? If you see, this dharma, artha, kama, and moksha, these 4 purushartha can be put together, can be classified in a way as pravritti and nivritti. Because I feel limited, because I want to be free, I want to be complete, therefore I engage in a variety of actions with a goal to attain something. That goal is there. That is, dharma is a goal, artha is another goal, and kama is another goal. So for the accomplishment of dharma, artha, kama, purushartha, I engage in a variety of actions. The reason behind this engagement in actions, pravritti, is I think by attaining that, I will be free. I will be complete. I will not be a wanting person anymore. So that is the cause for all the pravritti. That is why this dharma, artha, kama, purushartha, they are pravritti. I engage in an action. But does it give you the your fundamental wish that you want to be free, you want to be happy, you want to be unlimited? Anything what you gain through that, it will not give you that fundamental goal, the fundamental wish. I want to be free. That it won't give you, because anything you accomplish by action, it is going to be limited. Why? Because action is limited. Therefore, what you gain by action is also going to be limited. With limited action, you cannot gain unlimited peace, unlimited happiness, unlimited security is not possible. And if you want unlimited peace, unlimited security or happiness, then it cannot be gained by action. Therefore, what you do is what there is no doing in that. So what has to be, what has to be thought, what we have to think in terms of in line with the Shastra is, if I cannot gain through dharmartha kama purushartha this completeness or free from the sense of security, if I cannot gain these things by action, and if it is possible, yes, it is possible. Why? Because the Shastram says it is possible. Therefore, it should be my real nature. It should be my swarupa. I am ever complete. I am the whole. Aham purnaha. I don't need anything to fulfill me. I am ever secure. Happiness is my swarupa. This is what the Shastram says. This is what the intrinsic nature of me. That is what the Shastram says. If that is so, there it cannot be gained by action. And therefore comes the next Purushartha, Moksha Purushartha, where what you do is you disengage from this many actions, Dharmartha Kama Purushartha. In fact, Dharmartha Kama Purusha also indirectly through that, what you want to gain is only Moksha Purushartha, but you don't know Moksha Purushartha. Therefore, you engage in Dharmartha Kama Purushartha, thinking that it will give you freedom. It's a misplaced search. You are searching for that which cannot be found there through those Purushartha. Since Moksha is a Purushartha, now starts our real nivritti. You disengage from the actions which will not be conducive to freedom. That is called nivritti. In fact, in our day-to-day life, this pravritti and nivritti are there. Pravritti is you go for it, and nivritti is you go away from it. You buy a car, you want to buy a car, you buy a car. You want to enjoy the luxury of having the car, you buy. That is pravritti. And after some time, what happens? The car gives you trouble. So you want to get rid of the car. Either you can't manage with the car because it maintenance cost is too much. You want to get rid of the car so that at least you will have peace of mind. So that is nivritti. So go for it is pravritti, and go away from it. That is nivritti. And therefore, once you understand that moksha is my swarupa. So naturally, all the purushartha, dharma, artha, kama purushartha, you need not give up, but it will subserve the moksha purushartha. It will subserve the moksha purushartha. If it subserves moksha purushartha, then your life will be in line with your pursuit, what you want to what you really want to achieve. Therefore, among these four purushartha, really speaking, what we are interested in moksha purushartha. And why do we want moksha? Because I have the sense of limitation, I have the feeling of lack, I'm always a wanting person, and we have to analyze whether it is true. And Shastram says it is not true. It is because of your ignorance. You have a notion that you are limited. Therefore, that binds you. If that is the cause of bondage. What is the cause of bondage? Ajnanam. If ajnanam is the cause of bondage, then what is the solution for it? If ajnanam is the cause of samsara, then what is the solution for samsara? To get out of samsara, you need jnanam. Ajnanam is the cause and jnanam is the solution. How do you get this jnanam? Where do you get this jnanam? Where it is available. You cannot gain this jnanam of what? Jnanam of oneself, Atma Jnanam or Brahma Jnanam. You cannot gain this jnanam by any other pramana other than Shastra. You cannot use your Pratyaksha Pramanam or Anumana Pramanam or Upamana or Anupalabdhi, Arthapatti. These Pramanams, they have limitation. Their scope is different. It cannot give you the jnanam which can make you free. Only Shastra Pramanam, which is Shabda Pramanam, can only give you the knowledge, and therefore Shastram is a means for gaining this jnanam and moksha, and therefore moksha. The first part of the Veda we have seen, it talks about various rituals and duties which will help us to lead a religious and dharmic life. And when you lead that religious and dharmic life, what happens? Slowly you develop a love for moksha. So when you develop a love for moksha, for that person, the last part of the Veda, which is Upanishad, it gives the teaching of Atma. And therefore, the last part is the part which gives the knowledge of Atma, Atmajnanam, self-knowledge, and therefore it is called Upanishad. Upanishad really means Atma Jnanam, Brahma Jnanam. Brahma is Ishvara. Atma is you. You means not the body, mind, sense complex. Minus body, mind, sense complex, what you are, that is you. So that is the knowledge Upanishad gives, and that knowledge gives me freedom. Therefore, Upanishad means Atma Jnanam or Brahma Jnanam. We will see in detail the meaning of the word Upanishad itself. So now we can understand Upanishad means Atma Jnanam. And we know that there are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sama Veda, and Atharva Veda. 4 Vedas are there, and in 4 Vedas there are so many Upanishads. There are 1180 Upanishads are there, and one Veda can have more than one Upanishad. So in each Veda there are many Upanishads are there. It doesn't mean that each Upanishad talks about different things. No, the subject matter of every Upanishad is not different. It is same. It talks about Brahman only. It talks about Atma only. Only difference is the methodology, the prakriya, what we say. That differs from Upanishad to Upanishad. In Mundaka the Prakriya is different, whereas in Kaṭhopaniṣat, the Prakriya may be different. Similarly, in Taittiriya and other Upanishads. And why do we read Kaṭhopaniṣat? Because the Kaṭhopaniṣat, for Kaṭhopaniṣat, Acharya Bhagavad Pada has written a commentary. Bhagavad Pada has written commentary for the main Upanishads, which are called major Upanishads. They are called major Upanishads because Bhagavad Pada has written commentary on it. That is why it is called major Upanishads. The two Upanishads, Ishavasya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, they form part of the Shukla Yajurveda. Yajurveda can be divided into two, which is Shukla Yajurveda, number one, and number two, Krishna Yajurveda. Shukla means white, Krishna means Yajur. They divide that geographically. Shukla is north and Krishna is Yajur. The chanting styles are different in both these Vedas, Shukla and Krishna. So it is ascension. They call one is a white, other ascension, other one is the black. Anyway, that Yajurveda divided into Shukla and Krishna. In the Shukla Yajurveda, we have two Upanishads for which Bhagavad Pada, not two Upanishads, many Upanishads are there. The two Upanishads, for these two Upanishads, Ishavasya Upanishad and Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, Bhagavad Pada has written commentary. And in Samaveda, we have Kena Upanishad and Chandogya Upanishad. And in Rig Veda, Aitareya Upanishad. Only one for one Upanishad, Bhagavad Pada has written commentary. And Krishna Yajurveda is there, Taittiriya Upanishad and Kaṭhopaniṣat. So, our Kaṭhopaniṣat, where is it now? It is in Krishna Yajurveda. And Mundaka Upanishad, Mandukya Upanishad and Prashna Upanishad, they are in Atharva Veda. So these are the major Upanishads, and among these Upanishads we are interested in learning Kaṭhopaniṣat, which belongs to Krishna Yajurveda. And it is called Kaṭhopaniṣat. Why? Because it was given by Kaṭha Rishi. Kaṭha Rishi. Therefore it is called Kaṭhopaniṣat. And who is Kaṭha Rishi? Kaṭha Rishi was a disciple of Vaishampayana Rishi. He was a disciple of Vaishampayana, and Vaishampayana was a disciple of Vyasacharya. Since this Upanishad was given by Kaṭha Rishi, that it is called Kaṭhopaniṣat. And this Upanishad, it has two chapters. The chapters are called Adhyaya. The chapters are called Adhyaya, and each Adhyaya has got three sections. Three sections called Valli. Like in Mundaka, you have Prathama Mundaka, Dvitiya Mundaka, but here it is called, the sections are called Valli and the chapters are called Adhyaya. So two chapters, two Adhyayas, and 6 sections, Vallis. And therefore, how many Vallis? 6 Vallis are there. And all the mantras in these Vallis, if you put together, it comes around 119 mantras are there. 119 mantras. You know, all the Vedic, they are called mantras. So, you should not call it the shloka. That which is Paurishaya is shloka, Veda is Apaurishaya, therefore they are mantra. Now, what we chanted at the beginning of the class, Kushan Havaiva Jashravasah Sarva Vedasam Dadau Tasya Nachiketa Nama Putra Asa. It's a mantra. That is the mantra. And in the Upanishads, you will find that teaching is generally given in the form of a dialogue between the teacher and the student. Upanishad doesn't give the teaching just like that, in the form of a, it just just the teaching is not presented as it is. It is presented in the form of a samvada, a dialogue between the teacher and the student. In Mundaka Upanishad, Shaunaka and Angiras was their Guru Sishya, and here we have the teacher, Lord Yamadharmaraja is a teacher, and the disciple is Nachiketas. Nachiketas, the name, Shabda is Nachiketas, Sakaranta, and the Pratama Vibhakti will be Nachiketaha. Nachiketaha. So, Nachiketaha is the Shishya and Yamadharmaraja is the teacher. And there is a samvada, it's a dialogue. It's a dialogue. Dialogue, it means it's a dialogue between the teacher and the student to, with the interest on the part of the student to know, not in the form of an argument. If the student wants to argue, then the teacher will not give the teaching. Therefore, it is not a vada or jalpa, it is a samvada. Samyak vada, samvada. It is a dialogue which will lead the student to arrive at the knowledge what the teacher wants to, what the Shastra wants to teach. Therefore, it is a samvada. When we generally hear the word Yamadharma Raja, we are afraid because Yamadharma Raja means we always connect him to death or sorrow, but he is a great Jnani. He is a great Jnani. He is an exalted, is a Jiva, and this Jiva, after gaining a lot of Punyam and Jnanam, he has come to this post. Yamadharma Raja is a it's a position. That Yamadharma Raja is a lord of death. That the controller of the creation in terms, by doing what is to be done in the form of lessening the population, removing the people from the world. That is, it's a post. So Yamadharma Raja has earned Punyam and Jnanam and has occupied that post, exalted post. In fact, he doesn't do anything on his own wish or will. Everything, whatever he does, is in accordance to the karma of the jiva. In fact, he is a karma pala data. Whatever the jiva has to, supposed to gain or undergo, that he provides. That is what is indicated by the Bhagavad Pada as Om Namo Bhagavate. Bhagavate is Bhagavan. So Yamadharma Raja is looked upon as Bhagavan. So we need not be afraid of Yamadharma Raja. And he's also Brahma Vidya Acharya. He's the teacher of Brahma Vidya. So he can be looked upon as the teacher, as Nachiketas looked upon him as the teacher. And we know, as I said before, Bhagavad Pada has written the commentary on these major Upanishads. And among these commentaries of Bhagavad Pada, this Mundaka Upanishad and Kaṭhopaniṣat, they are relatively simpler. Why? Because in every Upanishad commentary, Bhagavad Pada, he has to establish the Siddhanta, Advaita Siddhanta. And for that, he has to enter into other systems of philosophy to defeat, to negate them, to dismiss other systems of philosophy. He has to enter into various discussions. Whereas in Kaṭhopaniṣat or in Mundaka Upanishad, he doesn't enter into other topics and dismiss. He confines himself only to the text. Therefore, this Bhashyam also is relatively simpler. We are not going to see the Bhashyam. We are going to see based on Shankara Bhashyam. And in the introduction itself, Bhagavad Pada has given the meaning of the word Upanishad. The Upanishad means we saw that it is self-knowledge, Atma Jnanam. Upanishad gives self-jnanam. Therefore, the book is called Upanishad. The book is also called Upanishad. Upanishad means Atma Jnanam, simpler meaning. And the book gives Atmajnanam. Therefore, book is called Upanishad. It is a secondary meaning given to the Upanishad. Like a book on Java. A book on Java is called Java. The book is not Java. The book gives the knowledge about Java programming. Therefore, the book is called Java. Similarly, the Upanishad gives the knowledge of self, Atma. Therefore, it is called Upanishad. And Bhagavad Pada, in his introductory Bhashyam to this Upanishad, he gives the etymological meaning of the word Upanishad. So here I have to get into a little bit of Sanskritam. Those who are already in the advanced class, they would be able to follow. Others, you can listen because I will be keep repeating this meaning of the word Upanishad. So you will come to know when we learn Sanskritam slowly. The word Upanishad is derived from the verbal root. The verbal root is called Dhatu. It is derived from the verbal root Shadilru. Shadilru is the verbal root. And after removing all the indicatory letters, with letters, the root is Shad. From the root Shad, the word Upanishad is derived. And Shad Upanishad, the last word is Shad. And before Shad, we have Ni and we have Upa. Upa, Ni, Shad. Upa, Ni, these two are suffixes. These two are suffix. It's called not prefix. It's called Upasarga. Not suffix, prefix. It is fixed before that. Therefore, prefixes. Upa and Ni. Upa plus Ni plus Shad Upanishad. And Upanishad, literally, if you take Upa and Ni Upasarga is there, and Shad Dhatu is there. Unless you add a pratyaya to it, it will not become a pratipadika. Therefore, a pratyaya is added, and that pratyaya has got zero content. It means all the letters are ith letters. So finally, what you get is only Upanishad. More on this, you will learn the Samskrita part of it later. Those who don't have Sanskritam, that doesn't have to worry. They don't have to worry. You understand, Upanishad has got the suffix Upa and Ni. That much is enough. So when you add the Upa and Ni with the Dhatu Shad, we get Upanishad. And the meaning of the word Upanishad, how do you get this? The meaning is Upa is Samipe, closer. Upa means Samipa, closer. Ni means Nischayam. Nischayena, definitely. Nischayena. Upa is Samipa, closeness or proximity. Ni means Nischayam, definitely. Shad. Shad has got many meanings as a dhatu. So, one meaning we can take Upa Nischayam, that is, that knowledge, that Shad, by definitely it removes, without any samshaya, it removes, Shad is to remove, destroys, it destroys what? It destroys Ajnanam when you approach the Guru. Gurum Upasamipe Gatva, and the knowledge given by the Guru Upadeshena, Nischayena Ajnanam Ashyati. So, when the Ajnanam goes away, then what happens? Samsara goes away. And that is what is moksha is. So, but Guru giving the knowledge of Atma, the Brahman, to you, he weakens the samsara. He destroys the samsara. So the knowledge of Brahman destroys samsara. That is the meaning of the word Upanishad. The knowledge of myself, the self, Atmajnanam, it destroys samsara, and that is the simple meaning of the word Upanishad. The Shadilru has got other meanings, so we can interpret in other ways also. But let me confine only to this meaning of the word Upanishad. Upasamipe gatva. Either you approach the Shastram, Shastra means Guru is involved. You approach the Guru, and the Guru Upadesha, it definitely gives you Jnanam, Nischayena, and that Jnanam, what happens? It destroys. Shadulru, it destroys or weakens the samsara. It releases you from samsara. So that is the meaning of the word Upanishad. Therefore, we can simply translate Upanishad as that which gives self-knowledge. And that knowledge, it destroys samsara. How? How it destroys samsara? It destroys samsara, or it can weaken samsara. Shiti lagati. How does it give? How does it destroy samsara or weaken samsara? Because in this Upanishad itself, Yamadharmaraja, it talks about Brahma Vidya. That Nirguna Brahma Vidya, it talks about. And before that, before giving the Brahma Vidya, he also talks about Saguna Brahma Upasana. Saguna Brahma Upasana. Upasana means it's a meditation. Saguna Brahma Upasana, he talks about. Because Nachiketas asked for it. He talks about it. And therefore, the meaning of the Upanishad, the meaning of the word Upanishad can be taken as either based on Nirguna Brahma Vidya, that is Brahma Jnanam, or it can be taken based on Saguna Brahma Upasana. By doing Saguna Brahma Upasana, you get certain results which are limited. But Nachiketas, he asked for it because that is a knowledge that you want to take, with him. So that's why he asked for that knowledge also. When you give the meaning of Nirguna Brahma Vidya to the word Upanishad, it means it is a destroyer of samsara. By destroying samsara, by giving jnanam, it gives you moksha. So that is the meaning of the word Upanishad. And Bhagavad Pada, he elaborately comments about this in the introduction. So that we will see in the next class. Today, we will see what is the context in which this Upanishad was given. That's a story. The whole teaching, it is presented in the form of a story. And the story, there are only two characters. One is Yamadharmaraja, other one, the student Nachiketas. Now I'll just give a small introduction to the context of this Upanishad, the story part. Nachiketas' father, the father of Nachiketas, he was performing a huge yaga. Yaga is yajna. It's called Vishvachit Yajna. He was performing a huge yajna. According to this yajna, whoever performs this yajna, he has to give up whatever he has, he possesses. And Vishvajit was a wealthy person. So he gave away, he was ready to give, and he gave away all his wealth in the form of house or assets, everything. All the gold coins, everything he gave away as a part of the ritual. And cows are also considered to be the wealth, the cattle. So he gave away all the cattle also as dana to the brahmanas. So when he was giving all his possessions one by one, now the yajna has almost come to the end. Now Nachiketas, he saw his father giving away old cows, because those are the cows only left out after giving away everything. The father was giving away all his old cows also. Old cows is what? That is described in the Upanishad itself. Pito dakaha, jaktatranaha, dugdadohaha, nirindriyaha. That is, those cows which are unproductive. which are unproductive, which cannot give milk anymore. Those cows also he was giving as part of the ritual. And Nachiketas saw this. Then he thought, if my father has to give away all his possessions as per the yaga, the protocol of the yaga, he has to give away all his possessions. I am also his possession. I am also the son. I'm his son, and therefore I must be his possession. So he must give away me also. And this boy, Nachiketas, was just 8 years old. The name is not mentioned, but it is generally told it is 8 years old boy. So he asked his father, Tata kasme mam dasyasi iti, kasme mam dasyasi, to whom will you give me? Because he considered himself as a possession, he asked his father, to whom will you give me as dakshina? There are so many brahmanas coming and taking away dakshina. So he asked, to whom you will give me? He asked first time, and the father did not reply. Then he asked for the second time. Then also father did not reply. Then again he asked. Third time he asked. Tritiyam tam hovacha. Third time when he asked, the father got irritated. He told, I'll give you to Lord Yama. So that is an expression in English. No, we say go to hell. So he said, out of anger, I'll give you to Lord Yama. The boy thought, oh, my father, he wants me to give to Lord Yama. So how do I go to Yamaloka? He asked his father. Then the father, he could not convince the son. He told out of anger, but not really what he meant. But the son kept on demanding that the words once come out from the mouth, it must be fulfilled. The words, if it comes out, then it must be fulfilled. And that too, when you are doing the yajna, such a great yajna, should follow the truth, satyam. So you should give me to Lord Yama. Then the father, he did some prayers and sent his son to Yamaloka. This is a story. How he sent and all, we don't know. So he sent his son to Yamaloka. Now the son, Nachiketas, has come to Yamaloka. And in the Yamaloka, he came and he was waiting at the door of the Yamadharma Raja's house. Yamadharma Raja was on duty. He was out for some duty. He was not available there. So Nachiketas, he spent 3 nights and 3 days there waiting for Yamadharma Raja to return. And when Yamadharma Raja he came back after 3 days, he saw a Brahmana boy waiting at the door. Making a Brahmana, that too a brahmachari, to wait at the door is an offense. It is considered to be a papam. Yamadharma Raja was shocked. What a great mistake I have done. I made a boy to wait at my door. It's an unpardonable offense I have committed. So he begged Nachiketas to forgive him. And as a compensation, he said, I'll give you 3 boons. I will give you 3 boons. So you can ask me. For the mistake I committed, you can extract 3 boons from me. So the boy was so intelligent. You know how he capitalized all the 3 boons. The first 2 boons, he asked for some to fulfill certain personal wish. The one boon is he wants to go back to the Bhuloka. Once he goes back to Bhuloka, then he want to be with his father. That is one boon. And second boon is what is Saguna Brahma Upasana. He asked about a particular vidya, knowledge, and that is given a name by Yamadharma Raja himself, and that is a upasana. how to perform the upasana, that particular upasana, how the yajna kunda. Yajna kunda is the place where the yajna is conducted, and how many bricks are to be kept as part of the yajna, and what are the things should be offered. So all the ritual details he learned from Yamadharmaraja. Those details are not given very elaborately. It is just mentioned in the Upanishad. Then the third boon is a very important boon, and that is the boon we are interested. As a young boy, Nachiketas had so much vairagyam and viveka. With this Saguna Brahma Upasana itself, he should have felt satisfied and left, but he didn't go. He asked for that knowledge, which only a person of maturity, only a person having all the sadhana chatushtayam can ask. He asked that knowledge. What knowledge? Oh Lord, give me that knowledge which will make me free from death. In fact, he asked, the question was different. He asked about the secret behind death. That is, he presented his question like this. Some people say after death. Many people have doubt about after death. What happens to the being after death? So that was his question. Some people say, Yem prete vichikitsa manushye astityeke nayam astiti chaike etat vidya manushishtastvayam paranam esha parastatiyaha. That is the boon he asked. That is, he says,
Sharanji, voice is not clear. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, even I couldn't hear clearly.
Yeah, for past 3 minutes or 2
What
minutes.
was the third one we couldn't hear properly?
Okay, I will reply.
Yeah.
I will say again. Yeah. The net is not good. Anyway, no problem. I'll say the third boon.
No, it is muffled. The voice is muffled.
Okay. How about now? Is it all right? Is it?
Looks like it's out of a range type of sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Today I don't have even here the BSNL, so I'm working with Geo.
Can
So
hear you. Something wrong.
Okay. Now I say something. Do you hear? Third boon. Ayam prete vichikitsa manushye. No?
No.
Okay, very good. So at the right point, the internet is failing. Okay.
It's like a different language.
Okay. So
No, Sharanji.
fine, no problem. I will stop the class here chanting the mantra. So we will continue with the third boon in the next class. Okay.
Your voice is gone now.
Om
Yeah, he's not being here now.
Purnamadav Purnamidham Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hare Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hare Om